Is narcissism a disorder or just plain wickedness? Does a person have a right to feel superior and look at their constituents as being inferior? That's what we're going to be talking about today, my friends. Hi, I am Sherry with Borderline Narcissists and Other Toxic People. If this is your first time joining us, thank you. We love to have you. We are a growing community. If you have been with us, thank you. We appreciate your support. And if you will hit the like, share, and subscribe button, that will be so awesome. And we can go ahead on and get started. My friends, there has been a lot of questions surrounding narcissism, more specifically, narcissistic people. Some say, okay, it's a disorder. Others are asking if it's just evil, wicked people. And I'm gonna just give you a few facts, and then maybe you can come to to your own conclusion. I will just give an opinion about it, but ultimately. We're going to let you decide that, my friends. Let me start off with this. Narcissism falls on a spectrum. Those who are on the low end of the spectrum, that's a healthy sense of narcissism. That's where kind of like your confidence come from, your boost come from. That's what helps you get over challenges that you may be facing to be the best that you can be. So just having a narcissistic trait does not make you a narcissist. Now, an extreme example of narcissism would be the having a grandiose opinion of yourself, where you are looking at yourself as being superior, while everyone else is inferior, beneath you. It's you have an over inflated ego. This is confidence times a million, and it is a pattern. Now, if somebody is a little bit arrogant and or may have said or done something that we would consider to be vain, that's not the same thing either. But it has to be a pattern of these type of behaviors, where that pattern affects their work, their relationships with people. It affects their education. It really affects all areas of their life. Now, the most extreme cases, of course, would be your sociopaths and your psychopaths. Now, as far as the personality disorder itself, little signs of this will be a person who lies compulsively, either on other people or lie about their own accomplishments. They have a sense of entitlement. They feel like the world owes them. They like a perfect example. Just say, for instance, we have someone, an adult, who didn't graduate high school, and they say, okay, I'm going to work in the engineering department. I'm going to be the CEO over. I'm just going to use NES or just any company really. As soon as they realize how great I am, how my skill level, see, I'm the best at this and best at that, best at this. They just hadn't recognized my talent yet. So that's the reason why I'm not running this multi-billion-dollar company. They will say things along the lines of, I'm going to live in a mansion. I'm gonna drive a Lamborghini, but they don't have a job, but they don't have any education that will qualify them for these type of positions. Now, we do know there are entrepreneurs, but entrepreneurs pursue whatever it is that they are after. Narcissists do not. They expect other people to recognize the talent that's on the inside of them, that they believe are on the inside of them, but no one has recognized it yet. That's the difference that I'm speaking of. Narcissists will lie about other people. Just say, for instance, somebody else got Employee of the Month. The narcissist will say something like, well, their work is not so good. I don't see how they got Employee of the Month. I'm a much better worker than they are. I'm here every day. I get a da 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 da, and think it's unfair that somebody else got Employee of the Month. That type of that type thing. Narcissists are generally the ones who start the rumor in the office, and then will sit over there and try to help you figure out who started the rumor, knowing that they are the ones that got that type of thing started. So again, narcissism falls on a spectrum. Narcissists have a sense of entitlement. They believe that they did not get a fair shake in life. They believe that they can break your boundaries. They believe that the rules do not apply to them. They believe that they are unique and they are special, and they rationalize illogically. Say for instance, they working at a bank, and they steal money. Steal money out of the register or something. Say they're a teller at a bank. They are the type that will steal money out of the register, and when they get caught, they will say something like, "My children needed food. I didn't have money for food, and that's the only reason why I took this $1,000." And they would expect you to accept that answer and they not get fired because they are special. Unfortunately, narcissists have a distorted view. Now, as far as that is, as far as, like I said, how the spectrum and traits run back and forth, it does not mean that the narcissist does not know right from wrong. It just means that the narcissist justifies, they believe they have a justification for either the lies that they're telling you, or they believe that they have a justification for their poor behavior and that it should be accepted. They think that they should not have to follow the law. The way that the law is. One lady was awarded child support from her narcissist. She had to. Well, the person did not pay the child support for an extended period of time, and thought when she had to take him to court again and again to try to get the child support money. Well, his defense was, well, we're not together, so I should not have to take care of my children if I'm not with the mother. So they know what they're doing is wrong. They just feel that they are justified. The disorder comes in with their unrealistic view. Now, they are well aware that not taking care of their responsibilities is wrong. They are well aware that it's wrong to talk about people, smear people's names, backbiting. Narcissists do a lot of backbiting. They will gossip about a person with one person, and then they would the people that those two people are talking about, they will go. The narcissist will get with the person, with the third party that they were talking about. Talk to that third party about one of the persons in the first conversation, and then have those two people fighting back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the narcissist will sit back and see those two fighting over rumors that the narcissist themselves is the one who got started. They believe that if you make them angry, they are very fragile, fragile creatures. And if you violate one of their impossible standards, if you violate one of their standards, they feel like that they have the right to seek revenge as long as it takes, as hard as it takes, hit below the belt as many times as they want to, over an offense that you do not necessarily know that you have committed against the narcissist. the it's a personality disorder that generally roots from childhood. They may have had a dysfunctional childhood, or they may have had a childhood where they were heavily indulged, where they were put on a pedestal and were not corrected for anything, was praised for things, for accomplishments that they never really deserved, or the golden child, so to speak, that could do no wrong. So either or neglectful childhood, whether parents were absent all the time and the child practically had to raise himself. 3 years old, up there trying to make their own bowl of cereal and cook their own, microwave their own food, and take care of themselves. All of this can contribute to narcissistic personality disorder. But make no mistake about it, narcissists do know right from wrong. A perfect example of one of the first narcissists that I believe has been recorded in history was Jezebel and Ahab. Remember, Ahab wanted property that belonged to someone else. He offered to buy this person's vineyard. This person said, no, I don't want to sell it. It's been in my family, blah, 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 blah. Well, Ahab gets upset because he wants the property. So he starts pouting. Well, Jezebel turns around and says, okay, well, it's his property. If you don't want to sell it to us, we can just go over and kill him and take the property. Well, that's exactly what Jezebel did. So that's a biblical definition. That's a biblical example of a narcissist, like Samson and Delilah. They wanted to know the secret to Samson's strength. So what they did is they sent Delilah in, love bombed Samson, just kept love bombing him like narcissists love bomb when they're trying to pull you in so they can go on the attack. Just kept love bombing Samson until Samson told her, okay, my hair is the source of my strength. And what did she do? Turn around and cut it off just so he can be captured. Now, that falls more on extreme narcissism, where you're sociopaths and psychopaths. Yes, disorders. So narcissism is a personality have elements of a personality disorder. However, they do know that they are hurting another human being. They do know that they have an agenda behind the things that they are doing. It's never any excuse for the narcissist to mistreat anybody. No one has the right to totally dominate and talk ugly and do ugly things to other people. But I thought I would give you both sides of the argument and let you come to your conclusion. I will probably do a part 2 of some of the other examples, just in case you may need a little bit more information to solidify a conclusion in your mind. But once again, it is never okay to hurt anyone. Deliberately plot against and hurt anyone. All right, my friends, that's it. This is Sherry with Borderline Narcissists and Other Toxic People. Please like, share, and subscribe, my friends. And next week, we will dive more in exposing the narcissist. Bye, guys.